Hello everyone, good evening. Today I am gonna be making Tadka dal, and to add to that I'm gonna make it add a little smoky flavor to it. So for that we'll be using charcoal. So let's start with the ingredients that we need. So to begin with, we need I'm gonna be making with the tur dal. So I have about 2 cups of tur dal. Then I have 1 onion, about 2 tomatoes, small cut, then ginger garlic paste, and I have turmeric powder, haldi, then I have lal mirchi, which is the red chili powder, and then I have 4 green chilies, and some salt, and also I have oil for frying the onions and everything. Then the next thing that we need is the ingredients for the tadka. So we'll be giving the tadka in ghee. So I have ghee, and then I have some of the bagar mirch, then I have some garlic cloves cut, then cilantro, kothmeer, dhania, whatever you want to call it, for garnishment and for garnishing, and then I have zira, and finally I have some charcoal. Okay, so let's begin the process of making the dal. So as you can see, the tomato is being separated from the pulp, and the skin are separated now. So what we'll have to do now is add the remaining of the ginger garlic paste a little bit, and also let's add the dal and give it a stir. Stir it, make sure everything is mixed. And now you can add your haldi powder, mirchi powder, and your salt. So I'm just gonna add little salt at a time, and then add water to it. So the water is not really, make sure that the dal is properly dipped into it, because we can adjust the thickness of the dal at a later stage if you want it a little thick or if you want it a little thin. So at this point, the reason that we have added water is so that we can make sure that the dal becomes softer when we are doing on a pressure cooker. Okay, so let's just add a little bit of water. So I added about 2 cups of water, just for if anybody was curious to know about it. And now that I have already mixed everything, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply the lid for the pressure cooker and let it cook until we hear about 3 or 4 whistles. Okay, and don't put it on high. Let's still keep it on medium. To begin the cooking, let's add some oil. So as soon as the oil is warm, let's put some cloves of garlic. Let's add some garlic to it, and then right after the garlic, let's add the ginger garlic paste. Make sure you back of it. Then add your green chili. Fry it for a couple of seconds. And right after that, start adding your onions to it. Okay. So reduce the flame to medium, and then fry the onion for a couple of minutes until the color changes. So now, as you can see, the color of the onions has changed a little bit, just light pink. So what we are gonna do is add the tomatoes to it. So let's add the tomatoes that we chopped pieces and give it a stir. Okay. And let's cook it for another 3 to 5 minutes until the skin separates from the pulp, okay? Alright, so I removed it from the pressure cooker and I have this masher. It's called Makhni, and I'm gonna make it liquefy a little bit, okay? You can also use a blender, which I have over here. So I'm gonna use a blender instead of this Makhni. It's just easy and faster, you know. As you can see, the thickness, it has become very consistent now, and it's not that solid and fine anymore. As you can see, the thickness, it has become very consistent now, and it's not that solid and fine anymore. Tastes good. So it's pretty thick, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of water in it. Make sure the flame is really low. So I'm gonna add a little more water to it, and let's see the consistency. Yeah, this one is good. So I added about an additional 1 cup of water. Okay, and make sure you check the taste after adding water, because it dilutes the salt a little bit, and if you need any additional salt or what. But for my taste, it's perfect. I don't need any additional salt or any additional spices. So now the time has come for us to give tadka. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer this into a kadai. That makes it easy and simpler, and also looks pretty. So for the final process, for the final step, what we are gonna do is we'll add the ghee into a kadai. Take a kadai and then add the ghee on it. Let the ghee melt. And also I need an additional teaspoon of my ghee for the smoking. Okay, it looks like the ghee is warm enough. Let's start by adding some garlic cloves. Okay. While they're spluttering, let's add zira. And then our red chilies and some kasuri methi. Also, I need a little bit of hing. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of hing, okay? Not too much, just a little pinch. And now, as you can see, our spices are all fried up. So now the time is here for adding the dal to this. And let's pour it in and look for the splash. Yeah. gonna do is I'm gonna light up the charcoal that I have. Just put it over here, and let's light this up. Okay, now my charcoal is ready. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in a small cup, and next thing I'm gonna do is take about half teaspoon of ghee and pour it over it. And what we have to do is make sure as soon as I pour it, make sure I pick this up. It's gonna be a challenge, but I'm gonna do it, and put it right on top of that and cover it. Okay, so there's our smoking procedure. So after about 10 minutes, what you can do is just remove the charcoal. So here we have our dal tadka ready. So for serving this, let's take it out in a small container. So here's our dal tadka ready. What you can do is just add a little bit of cilantro to it, and you have your mirchi and everything ready. So in addition to that, if you want a little spicy, what you can do is make an additional tadka of some cumin seeds and little chili powder and add on top of it. Okay, that's how the restaurants in the dhaba of India serve. So if you have any questions or comments about this, do let me know, and I hope you enjoyed this recipe and try it at home or wherever you are. Alright, thank you for watching.